Hello students, I welcome you to the April month governance portion. So we are done with our April and May indexes and the location. In the May month, I'll also discuss tribes in news, but that will be after the governance or in between these sessions. So let us start. So we'll discuss apps and portals in this particular session. So majority you will see many apps and portals are in response to the COVID-19 only. So when we'll do the COVID-19 specific governance related fact in our third session of governance, I will again reiterate these things there. Okay. So that with COVID-19 we have a proper interventions that are taken which are centric to the COVID-19. Right. So first one is the Bank of Scheme Ideas Innovation and Research portal on the MSME. So Mr. Nitin Gadkari, who is the Minister of the MSME, has launched this particular portal. The idea of the portal is very easy. So you have many of the venture capitalists, those who have money, or later on they will add people like people from the banks, people who work as incubators, right, foreign collaborators. And you have on the other spectrum people who have ideas, who are doing research innovation. So they will upload the ideas on this portal. When they upload their ideas on this portal, the crowdsourcing of the idea will be done. Crowdsourcing, the voting will be done by the people. So for example, these people have uploaded, 2 ideas have come. So people like us, we will enter the portal and we will upvote this idea. Okay, we like this idea. So on the hierarchy of the ideas, this idea will get the first 10, so that these people, those major stakeholders, those who are pulling up the money, these VCs, banks, will see this idea and they will be able to see, okay, this is one of the more fruitful idea where we can invest, right? So this is the basic idea behind this portal. So let us see very quickly. So it facilitates the venture capitalists to connect with the users having ideas, innovation, research, and also options are available for adding these people, banks, government labs, incubators, accelerators, and other foreign collaborators, right? So it also gives, along with this portal, also give access to all the schemes of union state governments for the MSMEs. The provision for uploading ideas in the sectors by the users. Then, as we discussed, so crowdsourcing of the ideas, evaluation and rating of the ideas by the crowdsourcing, which will help in the decision making. Okay, right. The next is Stranded in India portal. So from the name itself, stranded in India means there will be people who will be stranded in India. And why? With respect to COVID crisis, there will be many foreigners who are stuck in India because of the lockdown. So Ministry of Tourism has started a portal. So if you are foreigner traveler stranded anywhere in India, you can contact them and they will help you out. Okay, right. To help the foreign tourist in India. Next is iGot e-learning platform. First of all, it is important. Why? Because from the name itself you cannot specifically get what it is. So iGot is basically a initiative platform by the DOPT, that is Department of Personnel and Training. So they have launched this a learning platform for all the COVID warriors, those who are at the front end dealing with the COVID crisis. So it is to train them, to equip them with the training and the updates to COVID with this pandemic, right? So they say that we will train around 1.5 crore workers and volunteers in the coming week. Okay. So it will, on the vision of the Prime Minister, to care to those who serve the nation and boost their morale. So you can use these words, use keywords in your exam. So let us see one by one. So one is PIC and on the other hand this is PET. So first P is proactive and polite, then imaginative and innovative, then creative and constructive, then professional and progressive, energetic and enabling, and finally transparent and tech enabled. You have seen similar words being used in the smart police as well. And you can use this word while writing in the ethics answer or writing in the NSA answer. Okay. So whenever you talk about the civil servants, what should be the quality of the civil servant, so you can talk about these qualities only, that they should be proactive but they should also be polite, they should be creative, they should be constructive, imaginative and innovative, something like that. So this is how you can build up your vocabulary or build up your keywords, right? Okay, next is Yukti web portal. So Yukti web portal is by the MHRD. So it will be also the similar to the MSME that we have read, that portal. So this portal will be MHME's portal, where all the interventions of the MHRD with respect to all its initiatives and efforts will be there uploaded on this platform. Okay, so it will be a dashboard and the portal on which all the interventions of the MHRD will be there, which are related to the COVID-19, right? So as to help all the stakeholders, right? So it will allow all the institutions to share their strategy and various challenges that they are facing. So exchange of the best practices, exchange of the common problems and the solutions can be discussed on this portal, something like that. Okay, right. Recently Yukti 2.0 is also launched, so we'll discuss that when we'll discuss June or July month current affairs. Next is e-Rakt Kosh portal. So e-Rakt Kosh portal, first of all, it is not a new portal. It is a portal in 2016 inaugurated by then Ministry of Health and Family Welfare JP Nadda, who is currently the president of the BJP. Okay, so this is a portal. You can see it's a comprehensive IT solutions to standardize, streamline the SOP guidelines and workflow of the of the blood banks across the nation. Now in the COVID crisis, we have seen many people are facing the problem of the blood availability. So the government has said use this particular portal, e-Rakt Kosh portal. You can see all the information related to the blood availability, camp schedule, nearby blood banks, what is your own profile. If you donate the blood, then how can you redeem those points? Everything is available on this particular mobile portal. So it enforces the under the Drug and Cosmetic Act, a national blood policy standards and guidelines ensuring the proper management of the blood. Recently, it is a news, as we have discussed, the union ministers urged the people to use this portal as a single point for maintaining the real-time information and the stock of the blood group which is there. Okay, right. Next is Union app, very interesting app. It is a collaboration of the Bihar government, UNICEF and the social learning platform, that is Ecovation. Now COVID-19 has brought about many of the social startups, or what we say social entrepreneurs, who are working in the field of the education, so as to bridge the gap of the digital divide or gender digital divide, the educational divide in the country. So it is one of the app which will mobile app and plans to book a slot with the AIR, All India Radio, for audio broadcast of the study material of the government school. Interesting, isn't it? So that their studies do not suffer during the COVID lockdown. Right. Next is Collab CAD. So very interesting component of the Atal Innovation Mission under the Niti Aayog and National Informatics Center. So NIC plus Niti Aayog has come up with this initiative. So the idea is to provide these children who are the part of the Atal Tinkering Lab. Okay, so to create and modify 3D designs. So for example, you have you want to create some model of car. You make a 2D form of it, and 3D form will be converted by this platform, by this model. So basically the idea is to give creativity, wings to the creativity to these students. So the whole idea behind this was articulated in the Atal Tinkering Labs, so as to let students think and tinker instead of the rote learning. So when they have access to these sort of software, where they can what they are thinking, for example car or small machine or tool, if they can see its 3D or 2D formation in the software, it will definitely give them more motivation to more motivation for innovation, more motivation, or it will boost their own morale, isn't it? So this is the whole idea behind improving the creativity of the students. Next is COVID Gyan. So COVID Gyan initiative is by the Ministry of Science and Tech. Very interesting website. So basically the idea behind the website is to give science-based website and information on the COVID-19. So in COVID-19, you have seen, thanks to our mainstream media, many different information, many times of fake information has been given on the COVID-19. Social media, many of the information, if you hold your breath for 10, if you are able to keep your breath for 30 seconds, then you are not a COVID affected, COVID is not in you. And many of the myths that have been broken by this website, like, have been there in the general psyche. So this has been an initiative by the government to put up, to give the science-based information for COVID and to avoid all this, you can see. So to fight against the misinformation around the COVID virus disease. Next is COVID India Seva platform. So this platform is basically, idea is to give the e-governance service in the real time and answering citizen query at a swift scale. This initiative by the health ministry. So if you have any question with respect to the COVID-19, this is an e-governance service started by the health ministry to provide the answers at a very real time way, right? So as to why the point is the same. So as to avoid all the confusions with respect to the COVID-19, any query people have, instead of going or thinking about the sources such as social media, they should have an authenticated source right from the government side. Okay, so provide real-time solutions to the COVID-19 related queries. Next is Sahyog app. So Sahyog app is by Survey of India. Okay, so it is by Survey of India. So Survey of India, what they are doing, they want to help people out with the help of the community workers. What they are doing, they want to collect the geotagged information on the critical infrastructure in order to help the government and the public healthcare agency. So basically, what is the idea behind it? It is similar to Google. Okay, so in the Google you have all the information. For example, this road is here, this shop is there, this shop is there. Similarly, the Sahyog app will able to create a geotagged information, but only of the critical infrastructure. For example, in a village, where is PHC? Okay, where is CHC? Community health centers are there. Primary health centers, where are there? Where are the Anganwadi centers? Where are the schools? Where is the panchayat head office? Something like that. So when you have that much information at your disposal, you will be able to create more informed decision. Okay, how many PHCs are there? How many doctors are employed there? So as to help in the times of the COVID-19, because in many of the villages only they have to make the quarantine centers, right? Because as you know, the corona crisis is reaching the rural areas, and in that time it becomes highly relevant to come up with these solutions. Next apps and portal, we're going to see Vidyadhan 2.0. Very interesting and very important one. So the government has extended its Diksha platform, Diksha app. So they have invited the content creators, e-learning content contributors to contribute to the Diksha app or contribute to the e-learning content. Just like we are creating videos for you on the YouTube, similarly you can go, the online content creators can go on the government Diksha app and they can upload their sessions as well for the students. Okay, so the government says it's a common platform to develop and contribute e-learning content and a chance to be recognized nationally. It is similar to, you can say, Unacademy, isn't it? Unacademy educator app. Okay, so last time we have read about Diksha, that is digital infrastructure for knowledge sharing portal by the under the MHRD by the NCRT. So basically they have extended this. Okay, now it is a very interesting and very holistic platform for all the content creators, for the students, for the regulators, and very good platform. So this is the basically from the website only. So initiative by the NCRT. So first of all, they've digitalized all the NCRT. They give the scan code. Okay, by going scan code, you can go to the particular video. With respect to Vidyadhan 2.0, important one for our prelims. So program for the nation, of the nation, for the nation, and by the nation to ensure the continuity of the quality learning. Okay, so it's a call to the nation, particularly individual organization across the country, to contribute to the e-learning resources in the education domain to ensure that the quality learning continues for the learner outside across the India. Next is e-Gram Swaraj portal. So the e-Gram Swaraj portal is launched on the National Panchayati Raj Day. It's on the 24th or 25th April. So the idea is to have a portal which will help to prepare and execute the Gram Panchayat developmental plan. So the developmental plan which are created by the Gram Panchayat will be executed through this particular portal. Obviously, the idea of the portal is to real-time monitoring, dashboard, accountability, and these things under the Ministry of Panchayati Raj. Okay, so simplified work-based accounting application for the Panchayati Raj. So with this, we finish this particular session. Let us quickly revise what we have done. So we started with the Bank of the Scheme Ideas Innovation Research Portal by MSME. So by the MSME Minister. So connecting the venture capitalists to the people who are giving the ideas. Interesting feature is the crowdsourcing of the what we say. They will also arrange the ideas hierarchically. Then Stand in India portal by the Ministry of Tourism, again the COVID crisis. Then EGOT e-learning platform, again DOPT has created a learning platform for the COVID warriors. We have also read many of the keywords there that you can use for the mains exam. Then Yukti web portal, initiative by the MHRD to present all its initiatives and programs for the stakeholders provided by the MHRD. Then e-Rakt Kosh portal, then Union app by the Bihar, UNICEF and the Ecovation, a social learning platform. Then Collab Cat by the Atal Tinkering Labs under the Atal Innovation Mission. Then COVID Gyan by the Ministry of Science and Tech. Then we have COVID India Seva platform by Health Ministry to provide all the real-time information with respect to the COVID-19. Then we have Sahyog app by the Survey of India. Then we have Vidyadhan 2.0 extension to support the Diksha app, right? So providing a platform for the online content creators. Then finally eGram Swaraj portal, right? So with this we finish our part 1 of governance. In the part 2 we will discuss some of the state government initiative and some other initiatives and the programs. Okay, so see you in the next class everyone. Bye bye for now. Keep learning with Amrita. Our trend analysis sessions are also there, though some students have said that currently people are focused on the prelims, but still those who are still preparing for the mains, they should see at least the trend analysis. And after each trend analysis, particularly in the sessions I am taking, I give some of the focus areas and the key takeaways with which you can also focus on your how to go about in a particular subject, okay, and how in prelims and in mains integration you can do. So see you in the next session everyone. Bye bye for now. Thank you.